Hi guys, we're going to start today with just an example of how we find the shape of a molecule. So, I'm going to get out my trusted paint because unfortunately I've got nothing better to work with again. So CF4. Firstly, we draw out the Lewis structure of our molecule. So we've got carbon in the middle, needing the most bonds because it needs 4 bonds, and we're just going to have fluorine all around it. Okay? So this is our Lewis structure for CF4. And of course our fluorine have got dots all around it. Next, we count up the regions of electron density around the central atom. So our central atom is carbon, and those two dots are supposed to be above the fluorine. Our central atom is carbon, and we count the regions of electron density around the central atom. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 regions, because each bond is electrons, because the bond's made up of 2 electrons. So we've got 4 regions of electron density. When we have 4 regions of electron density, they will arrange themselves in a tetrahedral arrangement. Okay? We count up the number of bonded and non-bonded pairs of electrons. We've got 4 bonded regions and no unbonded regions. If we had a lone pair somehow, this would be a non-bonded region, but we don't have it, and so we've just got 4 bonded regions and no unbonded regions. Then we can draw the shape in 3D. So, explain the bond angle of this. Well, firstly, I'm just going to draw it in 3D so you can see what I mean. We have got carbon in the middle with 1 bond going to fluorine up here, 1 bond going to fluorine up here. We're going to have a bond coming out of the page towards us here, and this is showing a fluorine coming towards us. We're going to have some dashed lines behind our page showing a fluorine going away from us, and that is how we draw this molecule in 3D. As you can see, it's kind of similar to this one here, and we've just done it there. And now how do we write this out? This is where it is super easy to get excellence, because all you need to remember is like 3 sentences. If you can write down these 3 sentences, you can get excellence for this question, which is like 8 excellence marks, 8 points on the paper, and then you just need to get like a merit on the other 2, and you've got excellence for the paper. So it's pretty easy. Let's have a look. This is our sentence structure, and I want you to write this down in your books, including the blank spaces. Okay? Including the blanks. So pause the video, write this down in your book, and then we'll fill it in. So pause the video, write this down, then play it again. Okay. Explain the bond angle for CF4. There are 4 regions of electron density around the central atom. Electron density around the central carbon atom. Okay? That's our first sentence. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 regions of electron density around our central carbon atom. These regions repel for maximum separation because they're electrons, they're similarly charged, they're all negatively charged. 2 negatively charged things will repel each other, and these repel into a tetrahedral arrangement which has a bond angle of 109.5 degrees. There are 4 bonding regions and no non-bonding regions. So non-bonding regions could be our lone pairs of electrons, but we've got no lone pairs around our carbon. Only the bonding regions contribute to the shape of the molecule. Therefore, the shape of CF4 is tetrahedral. There. That is just an excellence answer written down for finding the shape and bond angle of our molecule. Okay? Remember, if we have 3 regions of electron density, they're going to repel into a trigonal planar arrangement, which has a bond angle of 120. If there are 2 regions, these repel into a linear arrangement, which has a bond angle of 180 degrees. This can also change depending on how many non-bonding regions we have. If we have one non-bonding region here, it's going to be a trigonal pyramidal shape. So I might, maybe later in the week, I'll make this much clearer and have like a handout or something that you can just have a look at and be a lot clearer. So today in Google Classroom, you're going to have to do this one, PF3, and you're going to also have to do this one, which is CO2. These are the 2 things you're going to have to do in Google Classroom, and you're going to have to write out the answers in terms of this. Cool. Thanks, guys.